Hello, my Libra family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for the week of December 7th through the 13th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you if you already subscribed to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Now, just a brief reminder, these are general readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating. Okay, Libra, so you're starting off with your first card, and you have the Page of Swords, followed by the Five of Swords, and then the Four of Swords. Wow, Libra. Now, we will get to your other cards in just a little bit. But getting back to your first card, which is your anchor card for your reading, the Page of Swords. And you have an awful lot of sword energy in your reading this week. So this is going to be all about communication, your mental energies, and possibly the eliminating energy of the swords. Now, the Page of Swords, this is your anchor card, indicating you're going to find out the truth in regards to someone or something this week. So this page is bringing truthful messages and cutting through all the rubbish, you might say, getting down to the absolute truth and then alerting you to it, Libra. And the one distinct quality of the Page of Swords is this energy is one of absolute truth coming through, taking risks in order to get this truth to surface. So this is just the energy of your anchor card right at the beginning of your week, as you're absolutely going to learn the truth in regards to someone or something. And then looking both at the dog and the individual, he's looking back over his shoulder. So this is already indicating something that's hidden from you, or where you're almost have to have eyes in the back of your head. That's the best way I can say it, Libra. And this information could possibly come through some kind of correspondence. So it could be a text, an email, something of that nature, rather than an actual physical person bringing you the information. Now, your next card, Libra, is the Five of Swords. And this kind of an energy is winning at all costs. But I don't feel that you're the one that's wanting to triumph over someone else. This is someone else that's just feeling very self-defeated. They're not confident. It's their energy, Libra, not yours. So they're very irritable. They're very argumentative. This is someone that's possibly going to argue with you this week. And the Five of Swords card here, this is Aquarius's energy. It's their card. So this could be what I'm going to call a battle of the wits, your intelligence. And the number 5 energy of this card always presents a challenge. That energy likes to shake things up. It likes to throw everyone off balance. And 5 is the number of the throat chakra. So communication is what's going on here with this card. So there could be an Aquarius individual around you this week, Libra, that might be putting up a big fuss. So they are the one that possess this type of energy, very combative energy. They're trying to prove themselves right in a situation. And I feel it has something to do with what you're finding out here with the Page of Swords. You're finding out the truth, and it might be in regards to this air sign, this Aquarius individual. Now, this could be somebody that's going on, it could be something or someone in your workplace. It could be possibly something going on within the family. Those are the two situations I see for all the Libras out there. it's happening in the family or it's happening at your workplace. And then, of course, the number 5 energy is just a difficult energy. It just causes an upset. And then we see the bird here at the top of the card. Birds are messengers. So there's some kind of news is what's being delivered. This bird is headed towards your Page of Swords card. So it's the information that you're finding out, Libra, that might have something to do with an Aquarius individual. And that person is starting to feel like they have to defend themselves. Now your next card, 4 of Swords. And this is actually your card, Libra. And it is associated with the planet Jupiter, which is good luck for you. It presents knowledge and happiness and good health, good fortune. And it is associated with the number 4 energy, which is securing stability for yourself, Libra. 4 is about the practical parts of life. And as we see on the card here, this individual is resting, possibly meditating, getting guidance from spirit. And the 4 of Swords usually has a coffin here in the picture because it represents a rest before being like reborn into another dimension or another level of consciousness. And then it indicates endings that come in before new beginnings. So it's essentially that you're taking a rest here towards the end of the week. And I think that's got to do with the news you found out over here. So now you're recharging your batteries after finding out what's going on. And once again, looking closely at this card, see the little bird here? There's a little bird perched right here. But the energy with this bird is that the message is already delivered. So you've taken care of whatever it is, Libra, whatever you found out. And now you're just retreating to get some rest. And it's interesting that this individual here is laying on this coffin, but what looks like a bed of holly. And holly represents protection as well as happiness, Libra. So this person is restoring by taking a break from this situation this week, and that's you. Now let's take a look at the rest of your cards, Libra. Now your next card, this is your overall energy for the whole reading. The 7 of Swords. Okay, this makes sense now. And your crystal for the week, Chiastolite. And your tea leaf message of the week is Jug. Okay, Libra. So this all makes total sense now with this overall energy here, the 7 of Swords. Because I was feeling this energy in regards to your 5 of Swords card. The 7 of Swords is indicating you do have somebody around you that you can't trust. Somebody sneaking around behind your back, possibly taking credit for your work or stealing some of your work at this time. Could be somebody that's gossiping about you. And this could be something that's happening in the family. And the 7 of Swords is also Aquarius's card. So they're both connected. And what you're finding out here with your Page of Swords is the truth about this individual. They're one and the same. That's why your 5 of Swords is becoming very combative. Now your angels and guides have chosen Chiastolite for you this week. And this might not resonate with all Libra individuals, as Chiastolite deals with past loved ones, people who have passed on. But it is this time of year where if we've lost some of our loved ones this past year, it's coming up to the holiday and we're thinking about them. So for you, Libra, this Chiastolite And this crystal is wonderful to meditate with because this crystal is somewhat of a healing type crystal, letting you know how loved and protected you are by your past loved ones, letting you know that they're always with you, constantly looking after you and your family. And for some Libras, the message with this crystal is for you to eliminate any feelings or sadness or guilt. It's time for you to move forward, Libra. And know that everything's going to be okay. So with your angels and guides presenting this crystal, it's indicating that your past loved ones are trying to communicate with you to let you know that they're okay and they're fine, they're happy. They're trying to send you signs to confirm that they are still around you. So in order to recognize and receive these signs, you just need to open up your heart and mind, Libra. Now, this can be in different forms. It can be a physical sensation. It can be something out in nature where you have a bird or a small animal come up to you, unusually close, something that grabs your attention where you stop, and it's very odd. And electrical devices can kind of be haywire, turning on and off. And sharing a personal experience for me, when my father passed, a red cardinal kept coming around for months. A red cardinal would come and do that, really turning its head, looking at me. And I also had a particular light bulb, like going off, going on. And I changed it 3 times, thinking that it was on its way out. Changed the light bulb and still had this. So take note of these signs for this week, Libra. They're not mere coincidences. So for some Libras, this crystal is being suggestive for you, especially if you're thinking about your past loved ones and letting you know that your connection with them remains intact, but it's just in a different form because their love for you is eternal. And your tea leaf message here is Jug. This is indicating a lighthearted, carefree time ahead for you, Libra. Now, the card here does show a pewter jug adorned with flowers and grapes, inviting you to drink the refreshing liquid it holds. So what the message is here, Libra, is that you're going to be kicking back, relaxing, celebrating. I feel these cards are connected. And this is after finding out this information in regards to the individual that's sneaking around behind your back. So this is simply a message of you're just relaxing. Now, your numerology for the 3 cards is number 10, which is indicating conclusion. So this is the end of this situation for you, Libra. And after you reduce the number 10 down to number 1, you're moving on. You're recharging your batteries and heading into a much more carefree time with this now behind you. So in summary, Libra, you're starting off with the Page of Swords, which is alerting you to the truth of something around you. Your 5 of Swords card, which is Aquarius's card, might be the key individual that your 7 of Swords overall energy is indicating, and possibly sneaking behind your back. Could be somebody gossiping, telling stories about you. And your 5 of Swords energy is this person just defending themselves, even though they're guilty. As the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords is both Aquarius's card, so it's one and the same person. And your 4 of Swords here is indicating you're taking a break, you're relaxing, you found this information out. Could be something in your workplace, could be a family member. And with your overall energy being the 7 of Swords, it's very apparent that this is taking place. Someone is doing something behind your back. Now, the only possible positive scenario for this would be if somebody's trying to Sneak behind your back in regards to some kind of gift that they're going to give you for the Christmas holiday. And in that case, they would be sneaking behind your back and become very defensive if you're catching them coming in or trying to hide whatever it is. But that is the only positive spin that my guides are presenting me with. For some Libras, your angels and guides are suggesting chiastolite as you're thinking about your past loved ones at this time of year, and you want to feel a little bit closer to them. And the chiastolite crystal can help you with healing energy of connecting and knowing that they're still with you, but in a different form. And there can really be some amazing coincidences that can surround you when you have this crystal and you're meditating. This is a crystal indicating that your past loved ones want to communicate with you, Libra. So if this resonates with you, make sure you have this crystal and then see what happens. And your tea leaf card message here, Jug, is just indicating that you're going to kick back and relax, maybe have a drink or two, now that this truth here is known and everything's out in the open. And your numerology here for your reading is number 10. Everything is completing and moving on to something new. So Libra, mentally, you've got what looks like an exhausting week ahead of you. Finding out some truth about someone around you that might be hiding things from you, possibly stealing your work, gossiping, or telling stories about you. And this could be in the workplace, or it might be some family members, as everyone is starting to make plans to get together for the holidays. But the nice thing about the sword energy is that you can cut through the information. You can eliminate what no longer serves a purpose for you in your life, and you can move on. And your Four of Swords energy and card is indicating you're taking a break. You're resting. You're going to be moving on from this situation. So Libra, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you would like to obtain further information, click on my website link below for your own private reading. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and help support my channel if you haven't already. And please join me for my daily readings or check out my channel for other tarot card readings available. Love and abundance to my Libra family.